Welcome to the After Party Hangover. I am your host, Mangria Fueled.
What's going on, my man?
Mangria, my man, what is shaking?
Nothing much.
Hands. Wild card. Fly fast. Eat ass.
Keith Lee is my spirit animal.
It's going to be called Turban Warfare.
Now listen, you know what to do. Send me in the comments. Prison style.
Andy keeps saying he wants to eat my ass. We'll grab a spoon, mate, and taste some class.
But Sam's just been hit with a spoonful of truth. Bitch.
Suck a shit, pal.
Thank you again to the main event, Andy with an I, his wife, Monica, and Julius Caesar for being my guests on the Hangover and the Wednesday breakdowns. I'm starting with the plugs because of the arrangement of the Hangover this time. So, to follow the hosts on Instagram, it's at AfterPartyJake, at AfterPartyZanka. You follow the podcast at Still Real to Us. On Facebook, you just search for the Still Real After Party and hit that like button to cover up them nips with the brand new Zanka for Sheriff shirt. It's shop.spreadshirt.com/stillrealafterparty. Go ahead and listen to Matt Taven's podcast, Take a Bump, on iTunes. Comes out every Wednesday. The Still Real pregame is up. Andy with an Eyes podcast. Go ahead and check that out. Subscribe. Also, After Party Pro Wrestling, of course. And this, because you're listening to it. The arrangement for today's episode is we're going to have a double dose of Hail Ceizar. So, we're going to kick it off with Hail Ceizar. The interview will start with Monica, Andy's wife, and the main event, Andy himself. Then we will finish with another Hail Ceizar. Enjoy the show. He's done with your fuck shit. Hail Ceizar.
Off the realness, we be the infamous, you heard of us, official Queensbridge murderers, the mark.
Yeah, it's your boy, Julius _Caesar. And today, the great Bretsky 99 has asked me how I feel about double dipping. Yeah. Double dipping. He ain't talking about no freaky shit with some bitch and two cocks. He ain't talking about when you ask two questions on Instagram, you know, when you take two or whatever. And he ain't asking two questions on Facebook, although I don't even want to know why you would have two questions on Facebook. Really? But he talking about that fuck shit where you motherfuckers take a fucking chip, grab that shit, put it in the dip, eat it, then put the same chip and the same piece you even bit off of back in the fucking dip. You dirty motherfuckers. Yeah, this is some fuck shit. This is almost all the way up on the fuck shit meter. This is like, damn, this is almost all the way up on the fuck shit meter. That's the actual pin the shit hits on the fuck shit meter. This fuck shit. I don't know where your mouth been, bro. How am I supposed to know where your mouth been? Or chick, if she's doing it, I don't know where her mouth been. What if y'all some freaky exhibitionist type motherfuckers and you sucking dick in the parking lot or on the street of some neighborhood about to go into a party, then you double dipping, putting skeet juice and dick juice all up in a fucking dip? Now everybody eating that shit. Little kids running around and shit eating skeet juice. At least adults are drinking alcohol. It's probably killing the skeet juices. But bitch, you putting skeet juice in the dip, or this nigga eating your ass? Maybe you went to the gym, you ain't washed your ass properly that day. Now he got ass juice all up in the fucking dip. Man, this is some fuck shit. I hate this shit. These people deserve to be shot. I'm not dead. I'm not killing anybody. But shoot them like, I don't know, somewhere can heal, like in the shin. Or like, you know, in the bicep or some shit. I mean, I don't know. Shoots a nigga in the bicep. I don't know if he can get back right. But fuck, he don't need to get back right. He used his arm to double dip that fucking chip. Fuck him too. Man, got this fuck shit, got me all fucking out here recording this shit. Swear to God, I see somebody doing it. I'm shooting your ass in the bicep or the shin. You get to pick one. Bicep or shin. Get shot. Fuck shit. Holla at your boy. See me in the comments. I need a fucking drink.
Welcome to the After Party Hangover. I'm your host, Mangria Fueled, and this is a show that talks about a show that talks about a show. Today's guest, she is the main event's main event. You can hear her on Andy's show, The Still Real Pregame. It is Monica with an I. How's it going?
Yeah.
How's it going, Monica?
It's going good. How about you?
I'm doing fine. Are you still sick? Is everybody in the house still sick?
Yeah, I'm still sick, so when I laugh, I might sound like a chain smoker. I apologize. I did throw in a cough drop to kind of help with my voice and my throat, but yeah, you can't help it when you're sick, you know?
Well, I know Andy's there too. I want to let you guys know, you two are the first couple interview I'm doing on the After Party Hangover. So this should be very entertaining. I'm an idiot.
Do a live sex celebration too.
Andy with an I is also here, ladies and gentlemen, the main event and the host of the Still Real Pregame. I'm an idiot. Wait, I got that sound effect. Oh, no, wait, I can't. I'm an idiot because I asked Andy earlier if Monica was a wrestling fan, like, does she keep up or stuff? And then I re-listened to both Still Real Pregames, and she leads off by saying, I'm not a wrestling fan. I do not watch wrestling.
Yeah, she kind of just sits there on her phone while I react to everything.
So these questions are going to be very, very fast, Monica, because I ask every guest these same questions. And, yeah, let's get into it. What got you into wrestling?
I was tricked into wrestling. My husband hid it from me for a couple years until we had our son. And then as soon as WrestleMania came around, he bought Bryce a onesie and decided to watch WrestleMania with him. And I was totally uncomfortable because I felt betrayed.
Andy, how the hell did you keep that secret?
I don't know. It's pretty easy. with DVR, it's pretty easy.
I see.
And then, like, when early in our marriage, like I did a lot of training, so I would watch everything like when I get home late at night, she's already asleep.
I see. Well, Monica, this is going to be an interesting answer because I don't think you listen, but how did you discover the Still Real After Party podcast?
I didn't really discover it. It was actually presented to me by Andrew. So, or excuse me, Andy. I apologize. Sorry. But yes, it was presented to me by.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said kayfabe because, you know, Andy.
Yes, yeah. She doesn't get it.
I don't get it. I just was like, oh, okay.
Kayfabe is a sex move that I've been trying to do to her.
Only on his birthday, though, right?
Yeah, we can kayfabe on my birthday with a person of my choosing.
Well,
whatever that means.
Well, Monica, from the little wrestling you have watched, do you have a favorite theme song? Like anybody's theme song that you rock out to, or you do notice, or you enjoy listening to?
No, but there is one that makes me really uncomfortable when I hear it. I don't really have a favorite.
What is that?
The one that makes me really embarrassed to hear when she walks out is Triple H's wife.
Oh, Stephanie. Yeah, that one.
Her music makes me very uncomfortable. It's like cringy, you know? So I don't really have one I like, but I have one that makes me cringe like really, really bad.
It's better than her last one where it's like, it starts with, I'm all grown up. That one's the worst.
I can't say I've heard that one.
She needs some new music stat. And why does it have to be like Missy Elliott rapping? Can it just be like some kind of rock ballad like Triple H has?
Right?
Yeah, it's terrible. I wonder what she listens to, like in her iPhone or her playlist or what's on her Spotify.
I'm just glad they don't play as much Nickelback as they used to. Didn't they like have like a Nickelback or something?
Nickelback was in my track list for my run this morning.
That's what she listens to. That's what Steph listens to.
Oh God, no! I remember like I would hear wrestling and I would hear Nickelback, and I'm like, oh God.
We saw Nickelback perform at Tribute to the Troops. I took her with, and Bryce was in her womb.
Wait a minute, Andy. Are you a closeted Nickelback fan like me?
Oh,
pretty much,
dude. I love Nickelback.
You don't know what I listen to.
Oh my God.
let me tell you. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. I don't tell anybody because of the hate they get. But my favorite concert of all time was a Nickelback concert.
I bet they rocked the shit.
No, them and Audio Slave are just like, oh, my ears.
I like Audio Slave.
It was back when Nickelback was doing the Raw theme, and that was the first song they performed, and they were having flames shoot out, and I was rocking out because it was a wrestling song. You know, I got the ties to that. And then they started handing out free booze. They were handing out tequila. They were handing out vodka. They were handing out Coronas to the entire audience. They were just giving everybody free booze, so everyone was fucked up by the end of that concert.
So what you're saying is they were getting everybody so drunk they couldn't really hear how bad the music was.
Listen. I know that everything is subjective, but even Andy knows that Nickelback rocks, son.
They're not a band; they're a state of mind.
That's right. That's right. Sorry, we got off topic here. Monica, I'm guessing your favorite wrestler is your crush, Zack Ryder.
Yeah, he's pretty hot. So yeah, I would just say yeah.
Okay, you need to explain that. Why Zack Ryder? That dude is goofy looking as fuck.
Oh my god, no, he's not. Have you seen his teeth? Nice teeth.
Have you seen his beard?
Andy has great teeth, and so he has nice teeth, and he just seems so like majestic and angelic, and I don't know. He's someone you'd want to take home to your mom and be like, look, this is who I'm gonna marry when I grow up.
Yeah, dude with a bunch of toys.
I mean, I collect toys.
Wait, Monica, have you seen? Is this like recent, or did you see him when he had frosted tips?
Oh no, I've seen him since
the WrestleMania when he got kicked in the balls by Eve.
No, was it that one? I don't know. It was before that. Since like Jersey Shore.
Yeah, that's when he's doing the broski stuff.
Yeah,
that's when he's doing the broski stuff. Yeah. No, that's true.
Okay, well, to be devil's advocate here, I mean, he does get hot chicks. He's got something going on that the girls love because he's scoring all these hotties. But yeah, I'm still a little confused about that.
No, he hates sex appeal.
He's bean flipping material.
Yeah, I double click my mouse to that any day.
Wait a minute, Razor Ramon as well? Why Razor Ramon? Those two don't have much in common.
I have no idea. So I remember being in elementary school, and all the boys were into wrestling, and they would do the whole X thing where they'd be suck it and stuff. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? I don't get it. And so a kid told me to watch wrestling. So one day I went home and I was watching wrestling. I don't even know what day or what year, so don't quote me on it. It wasn't life changing or anything. I just remember seeing Razor Ramon, and I was like, oh wow, he's pretty attractive. And so I don't know, maybe it's just my first experience with wrestling that kind of did it for me with him. I have no idea.
Well, Andy, you know what to do for her birthday now, Chico.
Yeah, I gotta I'm gonna shave my balls and glue it on my chest, and I'm gonna get a toothpick and I'm gonna throw it in her face.
Oh, fuck, that's funny. Well, this will be the final of the regular questions. In matches, I know you might pay attention to some matches, but is there any match you've ever watched that you're like, damn, that was pretty cool?
No.
Yeah. She liked the Caitlyn and AJ Lee feud.
Oh, yeah, that was interesting. That was interesting.
Wow.
I mean, there was not a match that I liked.
You said they put on good matches.
No, I just like their dynamic.
I ran with that because you admitted to liking wrestling.
No, I never admitted to liking wrestling. I said that was okay. That's not bad. I could tolerate watching that.
It's okay. You're full of like-minded people here. Just calm down.
No, I'm just saying. Well,
it's about to be hate sex in a minute.
I could only handle a certain amount of wrestling before I have to get up, and I'm like, okay, I'm over it. Okay. So no, and my answer is no.
No,
but for him, I guess he can try and hope and dream that I become a wrestling fan. So we'll go with his answer. Whatever works. I don't care.
Well, we can all hope and pray that Caitlyn and AJ Lee come back because SmackDown needs some women, and I think that would be interesting if they were added to the roster.
And Caitlyn's hot. She's a beefy enchilada.
Have you seen those leaked vids of hers, by the way?
Yeah, it was hilarious. It's kind of like it looks like an ear. She got ear clit.
Oh wow, That's pretty gross.
Yeah,
At least they're not like meat curtains. Or something.
No.
Well,
They got vein.
let's talk about your guys' relationship now. Let's get into relationship talk now. On the pregame, Monica, you guys said that you've been married for 9 years. Is that the entirety of the relationship, or were you guys dating for a couple years as well?
No, we've known each other since, what?
08, The Mist.
2008, yep.
We saw The Mist on our first date.
Nice.
In theaters.
Yeah, so like we dated for a minute, and then, you know, we were young still, you know, we're still like, you know.
She still had some hoeing to get out.
Like, Andrew was a really nice boy, and I was like the really, like, just bad girl, and so it worked for a minute, but then I was like, yeah, we're together, but we're not, and he's like, no, bitch, we're either together, we're not, and I'm like, okay, we're not, and then we're like, let's be friends, and then I started dating other people, we stayed friends, and then, yeah, I came crawling back to him.
Very interesting. Spoiler alert to anyone who hasn't seen The Mist. What did you guys think of that ending? Wasn't that fucked up?
We saw it twice.
Oh, we saw the ending before we actually saw the whole movie because we got to the movie theater early.
Oh.
And no one was
watching, it was like an empty movie theater.
So we saw that ending twice.
Yeah, so we were kind of like, oh, okay.
So in a way, we're both sick fucks because we sat through that twice.
Yeah.
Meeting each other for the first time.
So when you guys saw the ending, you weren't really emotionally invested. You're like, oh, I wonder why that happened. And then you saw the entire movie and you're like, oh, shit.
Yeah, I was kind of let down that this is two random old people. After seeing it the first time, and I was like, oh, man, they might be his parents. And then it's just like two old fucks that didn't get eaten by bugs. So, like, at that point, I didn't care.
I mean, it wasn't the best choice, but we made it work, I guess, right? It was all right. I think we both kind of were sticking in it for each other. Like, yeah, this is so interesting.
I just needed to know how the hell they got to that point. So.
It was. I loved it. It was like one of the most fucked up endings I've ever seen. But very interesting choice for the first date. But I approve because I love me some movies.
Boom.
Well,
high five.
Embarrassing shows to watch. Okay, you brought this up, Monica. Well, actually, Andy brought it up that he had to watch Vanderpump Rules in order to score some sex for that night. But then he got. But then he got. He did get invested in it eventually. I have an embarrassing show that you guys could watch together. Me and my wife, we just Netflix and chill a lot. Hence the out of shapeness. But we stumbled upon a show called The Circle on Netflix. Are you familiar?
I saw the trailer and we watched Big Brother, so but
seen the trailer.
You remember if they're in the apartment and then like you're just like trolling each other online or something like that, as like they can choose to be themselves or not, right? Am I right?
Yes, you are correct. It is very ridiculous, but my God, was it addicting.
The winner was on Andy Cohen's Watch What Happens Live.
Oh, really?
After the last Vanderpump Rules.
Oh, I didn't know that.
See, you gotta pay attention.
I do. Well, yeah, we also love Andy Cohen and Bravo TV, so that's another little secret.
Oh boy, Andy. Oh boy.
Hey, I pay my mortgage, I pay my car payment. No one can say shit to me. I can watch everything. I have sex with a woman sometimes.
Hence the sometimes.
Sometimes.
Well, another interesting thing about The Circle is that there are catfishes in the game. So they never actually see each other. They talk shit each other, like you said, online or to each other through this app called The Circle. But there are catfishes and there's new guests every episode. So that's what makes it interesting. It's embarrassing that we watched it, but like you said, we get to have sex with women sometimes, so it's worth it.
Yeah. As long as you're getting it in, you can do whatever the hell you want. Because at the end of the day, as long as your pee-pee gets wet, you're good.
But, like, how insulting. What about people who don't get their pee-pee wet?
Well, then they're fucking losers.
Oh, my God. Great. Now we're going to have more people hate us.
Sorry, Jake.
No, yeah, micropene. Hey, Jake.
Hey.
Jake's trying to smash my woman. He's like, be nice to her, and then I'm going to be coming home one day, and she's going to be all micropened in, all up Jonathan or JJ.
You know what? I like Jay. He's very nice. He's a kind person.
Hey, Monica, can you shine some light on that? I was curious to know, what is Jake talking to you about? Is he trying to get with you, or is he just randomly messaging you?
No.
Jake sends her spoon emojis every day.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No. Jake is really nice. We've chatted, and he's nice. He's a nice guy, and it's totally platonic.
It stems from the collecting. They're both collectors.
Yeah, we both collect toys. Yeah, so
I see.
Yeah, he was just chatting about some stuff.
We all collect pops and shit, so like-minded didn't.
Andy, you gotta take it from the Mega Pounder perspective here. He's sending spoon emojis, but that could just mean he's eating ice cream, you know.
True. I lied about the spoon emojis.
I just messed with you guys. Okay, the final relationship question. Monica, Andy is famous for using his spoon of truth. He uses it on enemies, sure, but he also uses it on you, I'm guessing. So what utensil do you use on Andy?
We both look at each other. We were thinking the same thing. I like to use a thumb or a finger. Sometimes a pinky. Depends on how frisky I'm feeling.
Oh my god. So it's a thumb of truth of sorts.
2 knuckles deep.
Or a fist. I mean, we can always go all the way in.
2 knuckles deep. That's my limit.
Is that why Andy sits funny?
That and the hemorrhoids.
I was going to say, maybe it's because he sits on the toilet for like 2 hours at a time whenever he has to do his business. But, I mean, it could be anything.
That's how I come up with those Instagram questions.
Well, famously, Andy did join our NXT AEW review while he was wiping. So I appreciate you including us in your bathroom regimen, Andy.
Yes. And if you do ever come visit me, we're an open shit household, so the door will be open and I'll be yelling at you.
That's interesting because I interviewed Zanka a while ago and I asked him, how long was it before you shit in front of each other? And he goes, dude, we don't even fart in front of each other. So is that true, Monica? Are you comfortable with shitting with the door open?
Well, let me break it down like this. So we've had this conversation before because Andrew wanted to, I guess cancel out the open door policy. But what happened is in the beginning of our marriage, I was very about boundaries. Like, no, you're not gonna be around when I go to the bathroom. Like, you're not gonna hear me, do all that stuff. And then one day, I had to go to the bathroom, and we had like a Jack and Jill bathroom. Where in our apartment, our first apartment together, and I'm going to the bathroom, and I locked one door, but I didn't lock the other, and Andrew comes barging in, and I'm sitting there on the toilet, and he's like, all right, that's it, you're going to shit right here in front of me, and I'm like, no, get out, and he's like, no, this is happening, I'm not going to leave until you take a shit in front of me, and I said, no, I'm not going to. But of course I had to, and it's kind of hard to stop once you've started.
Yes.
So, he forced his way in. He saw the ugly deed happen, and it's
open door policy.
It's been an open door policy since. I said, you know what, you fucked yourself. Get ready.
Oh, no.
No boundaries. We're all in. We're fully committed to this relationship. So now, unfortunately, it's an open door policy in our house, and our poor son is now accustomed to that. So help his wife when in the future.
Well, Andy, do you regret that after Mexican night?
No, not at all. I'm like an animal. I love the pheromones that are produced from the main event.
Oh my god. Well, I envy your guys' relationship because that's the one boundary that me and my wife will not cross. We do, we have a closed door policy when it comes to shitting. Peeing, we don't give a crap. Pun intended. Well, let's move on to the Steel Real pregame talk. I had questions, but first, compliments. Number one, this is an awesome way for Bryce to look back, in the future. When he grows up, he can look back on this and get a good laugh out of hearing his dad and his buddies chat about wrestling. Do you guys think about that?
but I know it makes sense because he's been making videos on his iPad for forever, and he'll just sit there for like a whole day and watch himself. So he loves listening to himself and watching himself. So we never thought of that, but it makes great sense.
Monica, I gotta give you some props. You actually popped me when you said you're afraid of Dana Brooke. I was listening to you for the fight or fuck segment. Andy, I don't know what picture of Dana Brooke he showed you, but you said that you would be afraid to be in a closed room with her.
Yes, I'd be absolutely terrified.
It was just an entrance ramp one, that's all, and she was flexing.
Well, if you get a zoomed in picture of her face, I understand. But yeah, don't show Monica a zoomed in picture of that because you might not get any for the next week.
It's bad.
Oh wow! Well, I thank you for sparing me, Andrew.
It's because she's got the super like the lips are just like heavily injected.
Are you kidding me? Just that picture of her like body and like her like eyebrows and looking so angry, like that was enough for me to say no.
I want those veiny boobies in my mouth.
Oh God.
Do you think Batista was drunk and he hit her up like on Twitter or something? Because either that or he can't see well. Because what the hell, Batista? You can do way better than that.
Well, actually, I thought she initiated the tweet with the Batista shit, and then Batista's getting kind of old, so whatever. God. Batista spreading that Drax nut everywhere.
There you go, Monica. Fuck or fight, Batista.
I don't, Andrew and I have talked about this before. His belly button tattoo is just...
And Monica thinks Batista's gay.
Andrew, I wasn't going to say that. God, why are you throwing me under the bus constantly?
Well, the tattoo, she brought up a good point because of the tattoo.
Yeah.
Around his belly button.
Yeah, so I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with being gay.
No, of course not. No, but I'm not going to be the one to, like, call someone out for being gay. Like, that's just, I don't know.
You want to go all Aaron Hernandez on
it?
Andrew! Speaking of gay...
Anyway, I would not... I would fight Batista. I would not fuck him. He's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I wouldn't fuck him because he's partial Filipino. And I went to middle school with a bunch of Filipinos. So it's kind of like, if you eat chicken every day, you don't want to eat chicken tomorrow.
So the Marvel money wasn't that's not attractive. It's not an attractive factor to you, Monica. I mean, that dude's loaded.
No offense, I married Andrew, and he's not exactly loaded. So yeah, no, I don't think money's a factor for me.
Wow, just put my shit out there.
There's the money factor, and there's rumors that Batista's packing heat in them chonies.
Yeah, it's big dick Batista.
Yeah, but you know what? Let me tell you the truth about that. Sometimes a large penis is not always the best way to go.
Oh, Andy, she is just throwing you under the bus this entire interview, man.
No, I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm just saying. Sometimes a big penis isn't always a good time.
Just sometimes, and Andy's all the time, so that means.
Oh, well, the burner buy segment. So when you guys were on the shop.spreadshirt.com/stillreal afterparty site, and you were going over all the shirts, like my butthole was puckering, like not looking forward to hearing, ew, what's the after party hangover? I don't like it. Burn it.
Oh my God, is that what I sound like?
No.
Jesus.
No, I was just hoping and praying that Andy wasn't going to come across those, because those are the two shirts I wear the most. And actually, I didn't create those designs. Jake did, but I think he did a good. I think he did a good job, though.
That's funny.
I can't remember what shirts we've looked at. I kind
of burned Julius_Caesar.
Oh yeah, he's pissed.
I'm so sorry.
He's pissed.
Caesar.
I told him, and he's getting them comments ready for you, Monica. So look out, YouTube page.
Oh, no, I will not. I will not look at comments. I refuse to.
Well, I gotta tell you guys, I enjoy the Steel Real pregame. You got a fan here. I hope Monica is a reoccurring guest, and I have an idea. Actually, 2. For new segments. If Monica can sit through this, it'll be a feat of hers. But how about this? Let me pitch here. I'm pitching. Okay, new segment. How about Andy picks an awful match or even a favorite match, and you guys watch along and do commentary during it as a segment. What say you?
I could do it, but I don't think I could get her to pay attention.
That's a big commitment. I don't know. I will consider it. I have a hard time with watching some of the wrestling matches or just the shows in general. They're so long. I guess maybe I could sit through a match. Maybe.
Okay, I was prepared. I was prepared for that answer, Andy. Let me throw this out there. Okay, instead of watching an entire match, Andy, show her some funny wrestling entrances and get her opinion on those, like Doinks or fucking the Oddities or, some of the classic entrances, and just get her opinion on those. What do you think?
That could work. That's kind of like fashion runway shit, so that ties in. I made her watch No Holds Barred, though.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
But I think we could do the entrance one. That would be a good one.
Yeah, Adam Rose and the Rosebuds. That's always entertaining.
Oh, I saw that one.
What'd you think?
Oh, God, it was awful.
She had such a big face when she said that. Nice.
Oh, my God.
It was awful.
Hey.
I didn't get the people dancing around in costumes. It just, I don't know. Sometimes the things that the WWE do, like, I don't know. I just don't understand. I don't comprehend.
Hey, our current Intercontinental Champion, Braun Strowman, was a Rosebud, okay? So, I mean, it couldn't be that bad.
So was Dana Brooke.
Correct. Your favorite, right?
At Smash.
Well, Monica, thank you very much for joining us on this interview. The Still Real After Party episode 108, Flesh Faucet discussion is next. Andy, I need your help breaking down the latest episode. The whitest names of all time. They were trying to think about this, and they said Keith was the whitest name of all time, which I disagree. I would have to say that Chip is the whitest name of all time. What say you?
I have to go back to the Keith thing. Like, I knew like a few Keiths that were African American when I went to school, so I didn't agree with that. But Chester has got to be like the whitest name I've ever seen, and it goes back to one of my favorite movies of all time, Ladybugs, when Rodney Dangerfield coached soccer and he had his son or his stepson dress up as a girl to play soccer. His name was Chester.
What about Graham? Graham Wellington. Graham. I
know a Graham. He's white. He's cool, though. He's a cool kid. I like that little... He's in my son's class. Graham, he definitely is white, though.
What do you think, Monica? Keith, Chip, Graham? What's white? What's the whitest?
I would say Graham.
Chester. Sorry, Andy. I forgot about that one.
Chester. I'd go Chester.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I am a Linkin Park fan, so R.I.P. Chester Bennington. But, yeah, Chester's very white.
Just hang in there, Chester.
Well, they started talking UFC because of Jake's second podcast. I agree with Zanka. I fell out of watching UFC. I watched it in the beginning because, it was, like, scandalous and no rules and stuff. However, eventually it ended up with two dudes in missionary position doing weird holds. And they would stay in that position for like 15, 20 minutes, and I just did not like watching it. Are you keeping up with the UFC?
Oh, we watch it all the time.
I mean, how can you not handle UFC, but you handle a bunch of guys running around in underwear?
Because it's WWE is entertainment, and UFC is, you could either get missionary holds or 2-second matches, and I don't believe that's worth, $60, $70 worth of pay-per-view?
Oh, that's true. Well, now they have the new channel.
No, you still have to pay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But we watch UFC all the time. Luckily, my friend's retired and he pays for them, so he's like our sugar daddy. We go up there and I just tug on his butt hairs and he'll let me watch.
Bring him beer.
Well, on the subject, do you think Conor's going to have another match, and who do you think it will be against?
It's unpredictable. It's like there's a lot of good fights out there for him, but I really only think they're going to give him something that's going to sell. Because, of course, everyone wants to see him fight Khabib again, but he might have more of a money fight with somebody else. But
also Nate Diaz.
Yeah, they're never going to give him another fight as much as we love him.
I know, but I mean, one win, one loss. I mean, that'd be interesting.
That would be, but I don't know. We'll see. If anything, it's probably going to be Khabib.
Is Nate Diaz the mega pounder, but he's hella badass?
No. He's the skinny dude from Stockton, and he does the Stockton slap in his fights. He likes, and he's just a shit-talking Mexican, and he smoked a blunt.
Yeah, he's popped dirty so many times for smoking weed.
Oh.
He sparked up when they showed him on the screen.
Well, I asked Matthew JH138 the same question. Are you going to be keeping up with the XFL when it comes out?
I'm going to do my best to keep up with it. If it stays on Fox, then I'll watch it. I watched it all last time. My dad was a season ticket holder for the LA Extreme.
Oh my God.
And I got to watch. I got to go there for one episode. Well, I guess you call it episodes because it was WWE related.
Wait a minute. Do you have any of the jerseys?
No jerseys. I have a hat.
Oh, wow. It's probably worth money, man, because I heard that the He Hate Me jersey is very, talk about collector's item.
Yeah, I bet that is, because he went to the Super Bowl with the Panthers.
Well, I brought that up because the guys were talking about XFL, and Jake is going to cover the XFL on the Dobros podcast. So if you want to hear some coverage on that, go to the Dobros. We learned a couple things from the hosts. It's been a while since we learned something new, but maybe they've said it before, but I found out that Zanka is part Portuguese. He speaks Portuguese. And also that his name is Italian. Is there anything about Andy that we don't know about your heritage?
Yeah, I have some Swedish in me.
Swedish?
Yeah.
Can you...
My last name's Espinoza, and I don't even speak a lick of Spanish.
Well, and also, too, like, you're Native American. You're not even Hispanic.
Yeah, I'm feather, not dot.
Monica, how about you? What's your heritage, if you don't mind me asking?
I have Chinese, I have Spanish, and Mexican.
Wow, that's a good mix with you two.
Yeah.
You know what the thing we learned about Jake, Jake is super interesting and stuff. We learned that he can't swim. So
Oh, God.
Jake plays D&D, he collects pops, he cannot swim.
So Jake.
Okay, we're not laughing because he can't swim. Andrew and I are laughing because there's something Andrew can't do.
Oh no, Andy.
And as a dad, it's very important.
It is. It's very important, and unfortunately, he was never officially taught how to do this.
I can't ride a bicycle.
Oh shit. Oh,
yes,
do you want me to edit that? You want me to edit that out, Andy?
No, keep it on there. I don't give a shit.
But you can swim. You can swim.
I can swim.
Okay.
I can fruit boot it up. I got rollerblades, inline skates with grinding plates and everything like that. Yeah, I was a badass. But when it came to that bicycle.
You know what? I guess that's embarrassing about me. I can't roller skate. I can't rollerblade. The ice would break if I even tried, so I can't do that. But I can ride a bike. I can swim. The embarrassing story about my swimming is I didn't learn till I was fucking 15, and I took swim lessons with a bunch of fucking toddlers. So that was pretty embarrassing.
Yeah. Did you have the floaties on your arm?
I had the floaties. I had the duck tube and the fucking the cap on with the goggles.
Oh wow!
Alrighty, well that was funny. Thank you for that. Zanka, this might be the best showing he's ever done in the Chop Shop. He got 2 out of 3 right in the Edge trivia. Did the questions stump you, or did you know all of the trivia that was presented?
I got the WrestleMania right, and it's so funny they talked about who he faced Alberto Del Rio, and then later they said Alberto Del Rio won a Royal Rumble.
Yeah, the biggest Royal Rumble,
he won the Royal Rumble.
the 40-man Rumble.
Yeah,
that was.
And I got most of his stuff right. I think I only missed one.
It was the first one, wasn't it? He said who was the first match he won or something, or the first title.
Yeah, I thought he beat Kurt Angle for that.
Oh yeah, Kurt Angle pinned John Cena the most times or something.
Yeah.
I like Jake's trivia because he does stump me. I threw an assist out there for a subject he could have chosen, but I guess since Edge returned, we can save what I suggested for later. But they also, because of my question, brought up that the SRAP is on Cameo. Will you be purchasing a Cameo from them in the future, and what would you have them say?
I don't know if I'm getting the no from the wife to purchase a Cameo.
It is $5. Come on, Monica, $5.
No, I'm sorry. We can use $5 towards something else.
Maybe hold on. Maybe if we get him to do the Barry Badger nap, like $10 to touch your toes and stuff from Beer Fest. If Zanka could be Barry Badger nap and Jake could be Antonio, and Zanka could tell Jake, back the fuck up, Antonio, that's my dick, then yeah, I'd probably pay.
That would be entertaining. Come on, Monica, that's worth $5.
Yes, I will give that a pass.
Yes, all right. Future Cameo coming out. I bet you Jake is praying that Styx Adam doesn't purchase a Cameo.
Yeah, I have a feeling that would go bad.
Well,
he's gonna have you know how there's a list of 1,000 Jericho holds.
Yeah,
there's gonna be a list of 1,000 kids Jake's touched.
Oh my god! Plus, he's gonna add hashtags on there.
Yeah, he is.
You guys are so mean to Jake. I don't understand why.
I'm not mean to him.
Nice.
I said it in the chat. I like Jake. I just said that. I just straight up. I like Jake. Even though he's trying to fuck my woman.
Yeah, Jake's all right. No, he's cool. All of us guys, we bust each other's chops. It's funny, but Zanka also pointed something out. You know how we all worry about seeing the Edge and Daniel Bryan back in action because of their injuries. Zanka said we should be worrying about all the wrestlers dying because anything bad could happen at any point. What are your thoughts on Edge and Bryan returning to the ring? And are you nervous, just like everyone else, when you see Edge take a fucking concerto when he just came back?
By the way, Orton angled it. It looked like it was nowhere near. But back to Zanka said, yeah, anyone could die. Perro Aguayo. I don't know if you heard about how he died.
Rey Mysterio, right?
Yeah, he took the lead up from the 6'9", and then he didn't wake up on the middle rope. He was just there, and they were shaking. He died.
Yeah, that was. I can't believe that made it on YouTube. That was freaky.
That was crazy. And then, Owen Hart. He wasn't even wrestling, and he just died. So it's any of these guys could die. It's gonna be in my prediction that if I could put my Nostradamus hat, it's gonna be one of the female wrestlers trying to outdo the male wrestlers and just getting caught up.
Well, shit, the suicide dives alone. Look at Brie Bella. Come on, that's enough of that shit.
Yeah. And then Samoa Joe, his last one he did on Raw looked pretty bad.
They need to make that illegal like they did the pile driver.
Get rid of it, and then maybe it'll force him to actually wrestle.
Well, few closing comments of mine here. As president of the Hall of Mangria, my nomination for next year's Hall of Fame is Cynic Chaos. I'm just throwing that out there now for anyone's listening. If he's listening, I hope Cynic Chaos will be inducted in the future Hall of Fame. Go back and listen to his episodes. He's a very interesting guy. He's a backyard wrestler. And hopefully things got better for him because he had a little run-in with the law. And the story that he told us on the most recent episode he was a part of. the LOL lines of this episode. So, Angel Garza. Have you seen Angel Garza, Monica, and NXT?
The Mexican caller Farrell.
Okay, maybe briefly.
He rips his pants off?
Yes.
Well, Zanka said when he pulls his pants off, like he's about to go fucking beef knuckle deep on your girl, dude, that popped me big time. That was pretty damn funny. Angel Garza is incredible, and that ripping off pants gimmick is one of my favorites. Like, who else does that? It's so great that he can get his character over by doing such a simple thing.
I like me some Angel Garza.
Oh, man, talk about... Oh, go ahead, Monica.
No, nothing. Never mind. Go for it. I just made a comment to Andrew, just a little side note when you were talking.
We're on a show. Go ahead and say it.
Well, I was saying, not to like downplay, you giving him props, but I was like, don't male strippers rip their pants off all the time? Like, is it that special?
Not in a NXT ring. This is the first guy to do it.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
They're not male strippers. They're performers.
Okay, well, excuse me, male performers do it all the time.
No, I'm talking about the wrestlers. Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, why do women go to see wrestling matches? They don't go to see, like, them actually perform. They see them to see them naked or somewhat naked or unclothed.
It's more men in the crowd than women, all right? I want you to understand that.
I'm sorry. I'm speaking from a woman's perspective.
Well, boo.
That's why I would go to the shows to see, like, some of the guys in their undies.
Shayna Baszler came up. And Zanka said, out of nowhere, Baszler's face is a real dick destroyer, dude. Now, on a future fuck or fight, I don't know if you want to save this, Andy. I don't want to spoil it for your show. Do you want to save it or spoil it for Monica to fuck or fight Shayna? You can save it if you want.
Remember, we can do it here. Remember the one from The Ultimate Fighter that, like, Ronda Rousey was, like, all like, yeah, she's the best. She, like, lost all her matches. She, the one, would you fuck or fight? Shayna Baszler.
I don't know, I just see a picture.
It's kind of, just picture like a the sock puppet that Bryce made us for Christmas? Just paint that brown and like a snaggled tooth.
Oh, see, I haven't got teeth, so no, I wouldn't want that.
Even though she's got an extensive, even though she has an extensive MMA background, you just might as well just exchange hands with her. You're going to win. So.
Yeah, I can take her. So yeah, sure. Why not? I'd fight her. No fucking.
Monica's fighting. I'm fucking.
Really? You fucker?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Andy! Really? You could keep it up for that?
It's terrible.
I think because she has benefits.
What are the benefits? You want her to like put you in a
chokehold? She like works on muscle cars and stuff like that.
She could change your tires and
I want to be her side bitch.
Well, the final LOL line of the episode, they were talking about Liv's new gear, and Zanka said, "Dude, when she came out, my fucking boner loaf erupted." That made me pop big time at work. I love that line he did. Alrighty, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you, Monica, for your time. Thank you, Andy, for helping me break down the Steel Real After Party episode, Flesh Faucet. Is there anything you guys want to plug? Because I'm going to plug you guys. Well, that didn't sound right. I'm going to promote your show later anyway, but is there anything else in addition that you would like to plug?
I would like the main event in the next 5 minutes because we got shit to do and it's not going to take 5 minutes. So my plug is to plug my main event.
Oh, that's the most thing ever. No, I'll take the plug, so that's about it.
Boom.
There you go. Monica's taking Andy's plug.
No. It's probably be the other way around. She's taking the butt plug out of me and putting it back into her.
Hey, get that thumb ready, Monica.
Oh, believe me, it's always ready and lubricated.
Alrighty, guys. Well, like I said, thank you for your time. Thank everybody for listening. And as always, all hail Linda's Bush. He's done with your fuck shit. Hail Ceizar.
Stuck off the realness. We be the infamous, you heard of us. Official Queensbridge murderers. The mark.
Yo, it's your boy Julius_Caesar here. And Mangria has asked me to talk about these work people who like to shit in the bathroom and blow it the fuck up. The work bathroom, you know, the good one. So that way when you, and then close the door, so when you walk in, you get blasted. Bruh, let me tell you. All right, look, we all got to shit. We get it. We all got to shit. But if you got to shit and you work in a place where, like, you know, cause some customers can walk into, no, you got to go shit in the customer's bathroom, son. You don't shit in the work bathroom, son. Because, you know, I might be back there just trying to hide out, play a game on my phone, and then I got to smell your nasty shit. I didn't come there to work, motherfucker. I came there to escape, just to get on the clock. I mean, I'll do some work, but you're going to bring your nasty ass back there and shit and see. And I'm the type of petty motherfucker who will drink coffee, eat bran muffins and Taco Bell and go out the night before drinking. And I don't even like coffee. Just so I know that if you have a scheduled time you like to shit in that bathroom, oh, I'm going to get in there real good, about 5-10 minutes before you need to roll up in there and drop some Satan-ass smelling fucking black-hearted darkness champa shit. Like right up in there. I'm talking about toilet bowl be black when I'm done with that shit. Blacker than Wesley Snipes and a quarter WD-40 on that shit. Not WD-40, but you know what I'm talking about, nigga. Man, shit, fuck y'all. Yeah, so, I mean, come on, bro. We all got to live with the work bathroom. If you got to take a mega dump, man, take your ass to the other bathroom or bring some spray. Light a fucking candle. Pour some Hennessy in there or something, man. I don't know what the fuck you got to do. Tighten your shit up, man. Eat some fucking salads. You're just busting ass, putting loose booty all up in the air and fucking up everybody else's nostrils and people coming out smelling like shit. And then we got to go talk to the customers. They're going to be like, damn, nigga, you fought. I'm just trying to buy a fucking microwave. Next thing you know, your boss mad at you. I'm just saying, man, you know, tighten up, man. These streets is cold, baby. Don't need to be cold at work. See me in the comments. Holla at your boy.